Hello, Pre-Algebra Honors, Period 4. It's Ms. Dewey Hoffman. Welcome to your very first video lesson. I'd like to start off by reading a quick quote from Horseradish, Bitter Truths You Can't Avoid by Lemony Snicket. And this quote comes from page 35. A long time ago, there was no such thing as school, and children spent their day learning a trade, a phrase which here means standing around doing tedious tasks under the instruction of a bossy adult. In time, however, people realized that children could be allowed to sit, and the first school was invented. All right, so on to math. First thing we need to do is some review. Just a reminder, variables are letters that represent numbers that we don't know. So in one problem, A could mean the letter 7. In another problem, T could represent the letter 8. And in a completely different problem, A could represent 15. So just be aware that just because you see the same letter doesn't mean it represents the same number. A numerical expression is something that does not have an equal sign. Expression means it doesn't have an equal sign. A numerical expression, though, means it has just numbers and an operation. So 5 plus 6 is a numerical expression. 2 divided by 1 is a numerical expression, and so on. Now, here's another thing, is we have a algebraic expression. An algebraic expression, still no equal sign, but it can have variables, numbers, and operations. So an example of an algebraic expression would be t plus 2, or m divided by 5. Those are both algebraic expressions because they don't have an equal sign, they have a variable in them, and they have an operation and a number. All right, the word than. If I say the phrase x more than y, so it would be x more than y. X more than y. Well, the more means addition. The word than, though, means to switch the location of the two things. So if I was actually to write an algebraic expression for this example, x more than y, it's actually going to look like y plus x. Because I'm actually adding x to y, because it's more than y. So I'm adding x to y. All right? Now, the quantity. Quantity means that there are parentheses. So if I read this statement to you, 5 times the quantity 4 plus a number c. I'm going to have 5 times, and remember we use the dot now to represent multiplication, or a number right next to parentheses, because we don't use the x anymore because x can be a letter. So it's 5 times the quantity. Quantity means I'm starting a grouping symbol, 4 plus a number c. Well, Miss DH, C isn't a number. No, but in math, C represents a number. So that's why we call it a number C. And since it's a number C, as in a number represented by a letter, it has to be a variable. So another way I can write this is 5 quantity 4 plus C. Because both this means multiplication, and the fact that I have a number right next to a parenthesis also means that it's multiplication. All right, and hopefully this is all review. Hopefully you guys all remember this. So let's move on to the next page. All right, so words that mean addition. Words that mean addition can be total, sum, more than, increased by, and yeah, total. Okay, and then things that mean subtraction would be difference, fewer than. Oh, and there's that word than again, and then it was there too. Decreased by, you guys get the idea, right? All things decreased by, all things that mean subtraction. Multiplication's got some funky ones. So multiplication would be product and times. All right. For division, we have quotient, and divided by. divided by, there we go. And just a reminder that we can use a fraction bar to show division. So not only are we using that good old division symbol from 3rd grade, but we're also using the division bar and a fraction bar. So I can read this, 9/3 is also 9 divided by 3. So if I was to simplify this, 9 divided by 3 is 3. There we go. All right, you guys ready for the second lesson of chapter 1? It's pretty easy. It's order of operations. So order of operations hasn't changed since last grade, so just pay attention. We're going to do grouping symbols first, and that includes fraction bars. So let's go ahead and take care of that while we're there. You will not see any exponents today, so you don't have to worry about that. And then we always multiply and divide from left to right. Since multiplication and division have the same weight, we need to know what order to do them in, and that is obviously from left to right. Addition and subtraction also have the same weight, so we need to know which order to do them in, and that is also from left to right. All right, so let me go ahead and give you an example problem. Let me give you, let's go ahead and do this one real quick. So this would be 5 plus 6 times 4 divided by 3 minus 1. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do probably multiplication and division from left to right. So, because I don't have any grouping symbols, no grouping symbols, so I'm going to do 6 times 4. Well, I haven't done anything with the 5 plus yet, but 6 times 4 is 24. And then I've got the divide by 3 and the minus 1. But I still haven't done all the division, so I still need to do the division right there. So I haven't done anything with the 5 plus yet because I haven't gotten to that step. 24 divided by 3 is 8, and then the minus 1. So now I've taken care of the multiply and divide from left to right. Now it's time to deal with the adding and subtracting from left to right. So from left to right, I need to take care of 5 plus 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. So that's that right there. And then I still have the minus 1. Well, 13 minus 1 is 12. All right? So you got to make sure you have all of this in your notes because that was an example problem. All right, guys, that concludes my little lecture. Make sure you're ready for class tomorrow. Make sure you take notes. If you need to watch this video again, watch it again. It's available to you whenever you need it. All right, guys, see you in class. Bye.